This is a Mizuno Wave Rebellion Flash 2, and these are my first impressions. So before we get into it, just need to give the running company at Geelong a massive shout out as well. So they are the ones that hooked me up with all these awesome shoes. So get in contact with those guys and they'll be able to sort you out with all your running shoe needs. And now's a good time, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because that's gonna help the channel out massively. Alright, thanks for that. Now let's get into it. So the Flash 2 is a versatile training shoe built for high performance. So it's designed to tackle those tempo runs and those faster workouts, and it's also designed to be the perfect training partner for the Wave Rebellion Pro 2. Coming in at a pretty light weight here, so 245 grams or 8.6 ounces in a men's size 9. Now price wise, Super Trainer priced here, so $280 in Australia, $170 in the US. Stack height wise, we have got 35 in the rear, 34.5 in the front, and that is a 0.5 mil drop. However, geometry of this shoe makes those stats pretty insignificant, just like they were in the Rebellion Pro 2. Right, so in the uppy here, we have got a engineered or air mesh is what they're calling this one. So this material, very, very breathable. However, it does have a cheaper feel and it's a little more scratchy than what you're going to find in the Rebellion Pro 2. But still very, very light and airy. Padding wise, very minimal padding. We've got a tiny little bit around the heel counter here. The tongue is super thin. No padding whatsoever. The tongue is not gusseted. Heel counter wise, it's pretty solid down the bottom there, and it's a little bit flimsy at the top, but I would say that this is a structured heel counter. There's no heel flare here, and I'll talk about that in a second. So the laces here, they're sharing the same laces as what they do in the Pro. And lockdown, it has not been too bad. It's okay. The fit itself is quite snug, so it's a race-like fit, hence the absence of a lot of padding in this shoe. The toe box, I think, is on the narrow side, and the whole shoe is quite, like as I said, that race fit, it's quite narrow. Fit for me, I will say true to size. However, it's going to be snug for some people, so you can definitely consider going half a size up in this shoe. So I'm having a few issues here with the upper, so struggling a little bit with the lockdown, and I'm getting a fair bit of irritation here of this part of the shoe rubbing on my Achilles, but hopefully I sort that out soon. So in the midsole here, they've got a dual density midsole, so they've got their top premium Mizuno Energy Light Plus on the top layer. That is that really soft, spongy and responsive one you can see at the top, and at the bottom they're just using their Mizuno Energy foam at the bottom. Sandwiched between that, they have got a glass fiber infused nylon plate. So to me, it just feels pretty plasticky. It's got some flex in it, so that's not too bad. And in the geometry, so heavily rocketed shoe, it shares the same characteristics as the Pro 2. However, it's just not as aggressive. And how does that ride? Well, if you like the ride of the Pro 2, you're going to absolutely love the ride of this one. And also, if you love the ride in the Rebellion Pro 1, you're also going to get along with this shoe. As I said, it shares the same characteristics in the ride with the rocker and the geometry. You sort of feel like you're doing that, but it's just toned down, but it's really nice. So it's nice and soft, it's responsive, it's bouncy, very, very comfortable, but the big word that comes to mind is smooth, very smooth through the foot stripe. So I really love this ride, and it's probably one of the best rides that's out on the market at this stage. Having no issues with the stability of the shoe, it doesn't feel unstable for me at all. And in the outsole here, they are using their blown rubber. So you can see the red parts there, that's blown rubber. The white parts are exposed foam. So got a little bit of wear signs here on the exposed foam. The rubber isn't going too bad at all. And right through the middle of the shoe, it shares that same design as what it has in the Pro 2. So that big decoupled groove through there, and that just lets that foam squish right down to the plate. Really, really nice. The outsole itself, it's grippy. I haven't had any rocks or anything caught in there yet. I think the durability is going to be fine. Remember, this is the training partner for the Pro 2, so you need to bang this one up before you get stuck into your race shoe. But overall, I'm having no real issues with the outsole so far. Okay, so what I'm liking in this shoe so far is number one, the ride. So I think this is, out of all the super trainers, this is my favorite ride. So very, very easy to run in, very, very good at all paces that I've put it through so far. What I'm still figuring out in this shoe is the lockdown. So I'm struggling to get these laces nice and cinched down and get that lockdown sorted so I can hopefully fix what's going on in the Achilles for me. As I said, this tongue and the laces, it's a bit fiddly just to nail this lockdown. And what I'm disliking in this shoe is definitely the heel counter. So I don't like the material that they use around the heel counter, so it's a bit scratchy and harsh, and just the angle of it, it's giving me lots of irritation around the Achilles. So my predictions in this shoe is it is going to be a bit of a surprise packet for most people. So it certainly surprised me. The ride is far better than what I was expecting. So these foams, this rocker works amazing together. So if you can get along with the upper of this shoe is going to be one of the biggest surprise packets out there. So I think, as I said before, I think it's probably got the best ride of all the super trainers out there. So I think it's more fun than the Boston and the SUPERBLAST. I think it's easier to run in than all those shoes. Just this upper, we just need to fix this upper. But yeah, predictions, this is going to be an amazing shoe for a lot of people if you can get along with the upper. So anyway guys, that's about it from me today. If you've got any questions about the Flash 2, let me know in the comments below. Also, just to let you guys know, this I didn't get to run in the original Flash, so I can't compare that against the Flash 2. What I can compare it against though is obviously the Wave Rebellion Pro 1 and 2, and also all the other super trainers that I've got. So if you want to know how it compares to either of those, drop them in the comments below. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.